Yeah, welcome back guys. So in previous video we have discussed about the entire motion of plane. Many topics we have discussed with respect to advanced level, and those very useful to the people who write NEET also. So now in this video we solve problems. Okay, we'll try to solve the problems. So now here, if you observe carefully, coming to the first problem, what they give: a particle is given velocity 3 meter per second along the positive x-axis. Okay, let us have positive x-axis here. So this is positive x-axis. Okay, it is given some velocity. How much? 3 meter per second is the velocity along with positive x-axis, and subject to a constant acceleration 4 meter per second square along y-axis. Now on this particle, an acceleration of 4 meter per second square along with y-axis is subjected, and then find the displacement of the particle in 2 seconds and trajectory followed by the particle. Means what they are asking is, they are saying that in this direction a particle is moving 3 meter per second. This is the position of particle. Okay, what is this? This is the position of the particle. Initially the particle is here, and this particle is moving in this direction 3 meter per second speed. And then what happened? They applied an acceleration of 4 meter per second square, 4 meter per second square along with y-axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, right? So now here, what will then in which direction the particle will move? You should remember that when the perpendicular forces act, then definitely it will be a circular path. Okay, here he is asking, find the displacement of the particle in 2 seconds as well as trajectory followed by the particle. Means in which path the particle will follow, right? This is the question. So now here, to solve this, what you do is, first of all you have to find out displacement of the particle after 2 seconds, right? So for that, what I'll do is, here along with let me find out a displacement along with x-axis, right? Means a displacement along with x-axis. Here in this condition there is no acceleration along with x-axis, so it is 0. So distance is equals to speed into time. What is the speed along with x-axis? The speed along with x-axis is equals to it's like speed into 3 meter per second, speed into time, right now. So displacement along the x-axis goes to 3 into 2 seconds, means 3 to the 6 meters, right? Along with x-axis it will go over 6 meters, and along with y-axis, here if you observe in this problem, there is an acceleration along with y-axis, right? So that's why sy is equals to uyt plus half ayt square. Now here uy, initially there is no velocity along with y-axis, so that what happened, it is 0. This term becomes 0, plus half at square, half into what is a acceleration along with y-axis is 4 meter per second square. So you will write 4 into t square, in the sense 2 seconds. In 2 seconds he asked, right? So you write 2, then 1 by 2 into 4 into 4, right? These 2 in this 2 times, and 2 4s are 8, right? The displacement along with the y-axis is equals to 8 meters. Clear, right? So here you got sx value and sy value. Now here the displacement is, the resultant displacement is nothing but like if you wanna apply like in the vector form, then xi cap plus yj cap, right? This is the vector form. Means what is x value we got along with x, 6 meters, 6 I cap plus 8 j cap, right? Now if you wanna find out acceleration, then you can go through it. Means if you wanna find out magnitude, not acceleration, the magnitude is equals to root of 6 square plus 8 square. So now here root of 6 square plus 8 square, in the sense 6 6 is 36, right? And 8 8 is 64. Then 36 by the root of 100 it is, then it is nothing but that is equals to 10, right? So 10 meters is the displacement of the particle, right now. This is how you have to find out by using a two-dimensional motion plane. I mean, next he asked one more thing also. He asked in the question, if you observe carefully, he asked trajectory followed by the particle. So trajectory followed by the particle, in the sense you have to get equation in terms of x and y. You have to get equation in terms of x and y. So now here, if you observe carefully, from this equation you got x is equals to, and the displacement along with the x-axis is equals to 3t. Okay na? At the same time, displacement along with y-axis, y is equals to, what is that? 0 plus of ay t square, right? We got ay t square, ay t in the 4, right? Now from this equation, what you know very well, from this equation we know very well that t is equals to, from this equation t is equals to x by 3. You substitute y is equals to half into ay is 4 into t square, in the sense x square by 3, t square in the sense x square by 3. So now here we are getting y is equals to 2 in this 2 times, right? 2x square by 3, sorry, 2x square by x square by 9 it will get, right? So x square by 9. So you are getting the equation y is equals to 2x square by 9, right now. That's it, right? Yeah, this is about the calculation. This is the path of trajectory. See, y is equals to x square, and then it's like if you observe, it's like curve path like this. Okay, this is the parabola. It is the equation of y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. That is the equation parabola, right? Now you will get parabola, right? So this is the first question, right? Hope it is very clear, right now. Yeah, clear. Now coming to the next question, right? Let's go with the next question. So now here, coming to the next question, what he is saying, at a t is equals to 0, the particle is at the origin, and it is its velocity is 10 meter per second at an angle 37 with x-axis. So now let us see here what is there. This is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Okay, and here this is the velocity vector, initial velocity vector, this is okay, and it is making how much angle? Initial velocity vector u is equal u, this is initial velocity vector u, that is equals to 10 meter per second, and it is making 37 degrees. It is making 37 degrees with the x-axis. The particle moves in xy plane. Okay, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. The particle moves in xy plane with a constant acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Now they are giving in xy plane it is moving with a constant acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Along the y-axis there is an acceleration, ay is 1 meter per second square, but there is no acceleration. Along with x-axis acceleration is 0. Right now, find the magnitude and direction of the velocity after 2 seconds. What is the direction of the velocity after 2 seconds, right? He is asking direction also here. He did not ask about trajectory, he is asking about the direction. Now here, just what you do is, since he asked first magnitude of find the magnitude and direction of the velocity, right? So here let us find out velocity after 2 seconds. First of all, we will find out the x component of velocity. Vx is equals to, since there is no acceleration along with x-axis, directly speed is equals to distance by time. What is velocity you have to find out, right? So here Vx is equals to distance by time, you can use here, right? Distance by time. So now which distance will you take? So for that purpose you should remember we won't find the magnitude of the direction of the velocity, right? Vx you have to find. Vx is equals to nothing but whatever the initial velocity will be there, the same velocity will be here, because there is no acceleration now. So now let us find out ux. What is initial velocity along with x-axis? If it is u with 30 meter per second, then this velocity can split into two components. Okay na? One component is nothing but ux, that is equals to u cos 37, right? That is equals to 10. If you observe carefully, cos 37 in the sense, just you take a right angle triangle. Okay, if it is 37 degrees, then you should remember for opposite 37 in the sense, here it will be 3, here it will be 4, and here will be 5. Okay na? 3, 4, 5. This is the way 37 degree. For 37, cos 37 in the sense, adjacent by hypotenuse means 4 by 5 into, it is 4 by 5, this 5 in this 2 times, and you are getting 8. So Vx is equals to nothing but, what is Vx guys? Vx is equals to nothing but Ux, that is equals to 8 meter per second, only 8 meter per second. Now let us find out Vy. Here Vy is nothing but Uy plus Ay into t. This is how you have to find out Vy. So now here Vy is equals to, Uy is what here? If you observe here, this initial component is ux, right? Then this component will be uy. That uy is equals to u sine 37. That is equals to, what is u? 10 into sine 37, opposite by hypotenuse, 3 opposite by hypotenuse, then 2 times 3 2 is 6. Okay na? The resultant of 6 and 8 is nothing but this velocity, right? What about it is 6, right? So now here uy is equals to 6. Let me take white. Yeah, uy is equals to 6 plus ay is 1, right now, into t. After how much time he asked? 2 seconds, right? You will write 2, then you will get here 6 plus 1 2 0 2, then you will get 8, right? So 8 is the just what is Vy? What is 8 here? Vy, velocity along with x-axis, is equals to 8 meter per second. It is constant throughout the journey. Yet you should remember that this is ax. And what about Vy? Vx and Vy is nothing but this is also 8 meter per second. Now if I wanna find out velocity, right? If I wanna find out velocity vector, what is velocity vector? V is equals to Vx I cap plus Vy j cap, right? What is Vx? Yeah, Vx is V is equals to, velocity vector is equals to Vx I cap plus Vy j cap, means that is equals to, what is Vx? 8 I cap plus 8 j cap, right? This is the magnitude they asked, right? Magnitude is nothing but root of, magnitude is nothing but root of Vx square plus Vy square, right? Then the 8 will come out, it will be 8 will come out, and root 2 will be remained. Okay, if you solve this, you will get 8 root 2. You take common 8 square, then 1 plus 1 2 root 2, 8 square root cancel, 8 come out, and the root 2 will be remained. This is the magnitude. Now they'll ask you the direction, then you take tan alpha. Tan alpha is equals to Vy by Vx. For example, imagine after 2 seconds it will be here, the particle will be somewhere here, right? Here what is velocity magnitude? 8 root 2, right? 8 root 2 is somewhere in this direction. This is final after 2 seconds velocity. This velocity with the horizontal, this is Vx, right? And this is Vy. What is Vx and Vy? They both are 2 only, 8 only. This is also 8, this is also 8. Here this is the angle which is showing the direction. Now if you take from this separation tan alpha is equals to opposite Vy by adjacent Vx. So now from this, what you will get? You will get here, yeah, what is Vy? Vy is equals to 8, and Vx also is 8. That means 1. So you know very well, tan alpha is equals to 1 means alpha is equals to tan inverse 1, which is nothing but 45 degree, right? Now here this velocity vector is making 45 degrees with the x-axis, right? This is the direction of the velocity vector after 2 seconds. What is that velocity vector? That velocity vector is this. Okay, now v bar is equals to 8i cap plus 8j cap. Obviously it makes 45 degrees. Clear? Hope this problem is very interesting, right? Now let's go with the next problem. Coming to the next problem. So now coming to the third problem, what they are giving is a particle is given velocity 4 meter per second along the y-axis subjected to constant acceleration 10 meter per second. See, let us see what is giving. A particle is given velocity 4 meter per second along the y-axis subjected to constant acceleration 10 meter per second square, 10 meter per second square at a 50 degrees with the x-axis. Find the displacement of the particle along the coordinate of x-axis after 3 seconds, right? So now here just imagine particle is given velocity 4 meter per second along the y-axis. Now here particle is moving along with y-axis. Let me draw y-axis here. Okay, na? A particle is moving along with y-axis, and here velocity along this y-axis, and then this is x-axis. Okay, this is x-axis, right? And then now here this is a origin. Okay, now here u is equals to uy is equals to 4 meter per second. Okay, now this is uy. Initially they gave velocity along with y-axis only. Initial velocity along with x-axis is 0. Okay, now and then what they said is subjected to constant acceleration 10 meter per second square, means the acceleration is in this direction. In which direction? This is the acceleration. I mean, let me have arrow, right? This is the acceleration, right? This is the acceleration, and our acceleration is how much it is. It can split into two components, right? So one is along with x-axis, means it is making actually with the 53 degrees. Okay, 53 degrees. Now in this direction it can split into, if it is a acceleration is about 10 meter per second square, then horizontal component is 10 cos 53, that is equals to 10 into what is cos 53. Cos 53 is just before, you know, right? If it is angle 53, then if it is 53, opposite is 4, adjacent is 3, it is 5, right? If the angle is 53. Okay, now so now here cos 53 is adjacent by hypotenuse. If in this 2 times, right, then you will get 6 meter per second square. What is 6 meter per second square? This is nothing but acceleration along with x-axis. Okay, and the same way, what about vertical component? This is nothing but 10 sine 53. This is the acceleration. What is 10 53? 10 into what is sine 53? Sine 53 is opposite by hypotenuse. 5 in this, 2 times 2 4s are 8, so it is nothing but 8 meter per second. So this is the acceleration along with y-axis. Okay, na? So now here what is saying is find the displacement of the particle along with the coordinate axis after 3 seconds. Now they are asking displacement, right? After 3 seconds, what happens now? After 3 seconds, s is equals to ut plus half rate square. So s displacement along with x-axis is equals to ux t plus half ax t square. Now ux is 0, this term becomes 0 because initial velocity along with x-axis is 0, plus half into what is ax, acceleration along with x-axis is 6 meter per second square, 6 into t square. After 3 seconds he asked 3 3s are 9. Okay, this 2 in this 3 times 3 9s are 27 meter is the displacement along with x-axis. At the same time, displacement along with y-axis is equals to uyt plus half a half ay t square. So now what happens here, sy is equals to, like uy is 4, right? 4 into 3 plus half into 8, right? 8 into t square means 9. This 2 in this 4 times 4 3s are 12 plus 36, right? That is equals to 48 meters. Okay, now here displacement along with x-axis 27 meter, displacement along with y-axis is, right? Now they asked x comma y coordinates. Now what it is, 27 comma 48 meters. Okay, meters units are, do remember, right? This is the answer for third question. Clear, right? And next, coming to the fourth question. Yeah, okay guys, let us see this question. What he is saying is, a particle moves in xy plane under acceleration of a is equals to 3i cap plus 4j cap meter per second square. If the initial velocity u bar is equals to 6i cap plus 8j cap meter per second, find the velocity and the position of the vector of a particle after 2 seconds, right? After 2 seconds they're asking the velocity and position. So position in the sense you have to find out s, displacement, right? Did you understand the question? So here they're asking a value they gave, this is the acceleration vector and this is the velocity vector, and find the velocity and position of the particle, position vector. Okay, velocity and the position vector, both vectors you have to find. First we will find velocity vector. You know very well, vx is equals to, we'll directly use vector form, y vx ux all this. Okay, of course you can do like that also. Here what you can do is a very simply you can solve this. Instead of finding x component y component, directly v bar is equals to u bar plus a bar t. V is equal to u plus a t formula. So that is equals to, what is u here, 6i cap plus 8j cap, 6i cap plus 8j cap. Okay, na, plus what is the acceleration vector? Yeah, this is initial velocity vector, and acceleration vector is just a minute, మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తారు క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా. So what happens here, 6i cap plus 8j cap plus acceleration is nothing but 3i cap plus 4j cap, 3i cap plus 4j cap and into t. What is this, 2, right? 2 seconds. Now 6i cap plus 8j cap plus 3 2s 6i cap plus 8j cap, right? Then you will get here 12i cap. What is final velocity vector? It is about the 12i cap. Very simply you can find 12i cap plus 8 and 8, it is 2 8s 16j cap. So this is final velocity vector. Okay, at the same time he is asking position vector. So if you want to find out position vector, directly you can take s bar is equals to u bar t plus half a bar t square. Okay, directly you can use this equation, you can find out position vector, right? Position vector is nothing but u bar in the sense 6I cap plus 8j cap into, after 2 seconds, right, 2 plus half, what is a 3I cap plus 4j cap acceleration vector into t square. T square in the sense 4, 2 seconds, 2 2s are 4, right? This 2 in this 4, 2 times it will cancel. Now what happens here? 6 2s are 12I cap plus 8j cap means 2 8s are 16j cap plus 6I cap plus 8j cap. Now if you add all of them, 12I cap plus 6I cap, it is like 18I cap plus 16 plus 8, 24j cap, right? This is the displacement vector and this is the velocity, final velocity vector after 2 seconds, right? So that simple, right? You understand very well. Next, coming to the next question, let us see. Coming to the next question, so what they have given is, coming to the next question, yeah, fifth question. So in this question he is saying that a particle moves in xy plane such that its coordinates are given by, oh, they have given coordinates. What is that? X they gave 10 root 3, right? And y they have given 10 root 3 into t, okay? And y coordinate they have given 10t minus t square, and t is time. Find the initial velocity of the particle. A particle moves in xy plane such that its coordinates are given by x is equals to 10 root 3 into t, y is equals to 10t minus t square. Okay, find the initial velocity of the coordinate. So here you should remember the initial velocity in the sense time is equals to 0, right? Why, right? Understand? Initial velocity in the sense you can take at t is equals to 0. Okay, at t is equals to 0, you have to find out vx is equals to velocity. They gave x na. If they gave x is equals to 10 root 3 into t, then if you did dx by dt differentiation, then you will get 10 root 3. That's it. This is nothing but velocity. Vx is equals to 10 root 3. Okay na? Vx is equals to 10 root 3. At v, even at initial time also, Vx is equals to 10 root 3 only. Okay na? Because it is a constant value we are getting. So that is why, yeah, 10 root 3. And next, if you take dy, y is equals to what they gave, y is equals to 10t minus t square. Now dy by dx is equals to 10t. If you differentiate this, 10 minus 2t, well, this is nothing but vy is equals to 10 minus 2t, right? At t is equals to 0, vy is equals to 10 minus 0 na. If you substitute 0 in the place of t, it becomes minus 0. That is equals to 10 meter per second, 10 root 3 meter per second. So now we want initial vector, right? So find the initial velocity of the particle. So now here nothing but v bar is equals to 10 root 3 I cap plus 10 j cap. This is the initial velocity vector. Now if you want magnitude is what? That is equals to root of 10 root 3 whole square plus 10 square. Okay, if you solve this, then you will get 10 square, you take common, then what is there? 3 plus 1. Okay, then 10 into root 4 means 10 into 2, 10 into 2, that is equals to 20, right? 20 meter per second. This is the initial velocity. Okay, now this is the 20 meter per second is the initial velocity. Now they'll ask you in which direction the velocity is, in which direction. Now what you can take, tan theta, right? You can take tan theta, right? If you take a tan theta, that is equals to Vy by Vx, Vy by Vx. Then theta is equals to tan inverse of what is Vy here? 10 by 10 root 3. So 10 cancel. Now theta is equals to tan inverse of 1 by root 3. What is 1 by root 3 is called? 30 degrees. Tan inverse of 1 by root 3 is called nothing but 30 degrees. Hope you understand this question well. Right now, this is about the 5th question. Now let's go to the next question. Yeah. Now in the next question, what they have given is, they have given the position vector of the particle is given by, okay, they gave position vector, right? And then where k and omega are constants and t is time, find the angle between the position vector and the velocity vector. Also determine the trajectory of the particle. Trajectory in the sense what? You have to find out the path of the particle. Okay na? So now here they gave r na. If you differentiate that with respect to time, you will get velocity vector dr by dt. Is it k is omega, right? K you keep it aside, right? If you keep k it aside, then cos omega t, if you differentiate, you will get minus sin omega t, and again you differentiate this. If you differentiate t, then you will get outside omega I cap. Okay na? Plus k is constant, you keep it aside. If you differentiate sin omega t, then you will get cos omega t into omega j cap, right? If you differentiate, then you will get, this is nothing but velocity vector, right? Yeah, velocity vector v is equals to minus k omega sin omega t I cap plus k omega cos omega t j cap, right? This is the nothing but velocity vector, right? This is nothing but velocity vector. He asked that, what he is asking, he is saying that find the angle between the position vector and velocity vector. What is the position vector? R bar. What is velocity vector? V bar. Now you have to find out the velocities, angle between these two vectors, right? Now what you do is, you just do r bar dot v bar. Okay na? Let us check. Because if for example dot product of these two vectors is 0, then they are perpendicular to each other, right na? So v bar, right? What is r bar here? K cos omega t I cap plus k sin omega t j cap into, what is r bar? Minus k omega sin omega t I cap plus k omega cos omega t j cap, right? If you do the product, if you do the dot product, let us see what happens, right? If you do the dot product, that is equals to, you should multiply, while doing the dot product, you should remember that you should multiply I cap with I cap only. Now if you multiply I cap with I cap, what happens here? Plus into minus k square omega cos omega t sin omega t, that's it. Okay, next j cap with j cap only, then what happens here? Plus k square omega, yeah, okay, right? K square omega, it is also cos omega t into sin omega t, right? Positive, negative, both are cancelled and you got 0. So therefore theta is equals to 90 degrees. Whenever the dot product of two vectors is whenever the dot product of two vectors is 0, then the angle between them is 90 degree. Clear, right? And next, this is one of the option. First you need to trial and hit method. Okay, now you have to check that. And then he's asking find out trajectory equation, in the sense you will get in the x and so from this, if you observe carefully, he said, if you observe carefully, say j cap, x is nothing but, from this equation, x is equals to from the comparison, you know that x is equals to k cos omega t, right? X is equals to k cos omega t, and y is equals to k sin omega t. So now here what we want is, we want exactly an equation based on x and y. That equation will represent the path of this right, path of this. Now for having equation for these two, let me take from this equation cos omega t, from this equation cos omega t is equals to x by k, and this equation sin omega t is equals to y by k. And here I know very well one equation from relation to these two. What is that equation? What is that equation? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Okay, I know one equation very well. What is that equation? Sin square theta plus cos square omega t is equals to 1. Now what is sin square theta? Y square by k square. Okay, plus what is cos omega t? X square by k square, that is equals to 1. This is the exactly equation for circular motion. Okay, so it means that the trajectory of the path is circle. Okay, so the trajectory of the particle is circle. Clear, right? Now let's go to the next question. Yeah, so in the next question what they are saying is, okay, two particles A and B are moving in the xy plane. Let me check either it is recording well or not. Yeah, okay, yeah. So now here, let's back. Here what he is saying, he is saying that two particles A and B are moving in the xy plane such that their velocities components are Vx is equals to 1 meter per second, Vy is equals to 1 by root 3 meter per second for A, and Vx is equals to 2 meter per second, Vy is equals to 2 meter per second for B. If both the particles start moving from the same point, what is the angle between their paths? So they are asking angle between their paths. Now here you take first, if you want tan alpha. What is tan alpha? If you consider, for example, this is y axis, this is x axis. If it is a v1, okay na, which is first particle Va, then just imagine it is making angle alpha, then tan alpha is equals to Vy by Vx, right? We know very well this, right? What is Vy? Vy is 1 by root 3 and Vx is 1, so I am getting 1 by root 3 by 1, that is equals to 1 by root 3. Means here it is alpha is nothing but 30 degrees, means the particle A is making, okay na, 30 degrees with x axis, 30 degrees to x axis. At the same time, if you take tan beta, what is beta? Particle velocity of Vb. Okay, similarly, like same way, y axis, x axis, right? It is velocity of particle B, it is making angle beta. Now tan beta is equals to Vy, means 2 by 2, that is equals to 1, means beta is equals to 45 degrees. Okay na, beta is equals to 45 degrees. Here alpha is equals to 30 degrees and beta is equals to 45 degrees, means this is Vb. Okay na, now it is making 40. Now what about the small angle? 45 minus 30, 15. Therefore the angle, clear, the angle between two vectors is 15 degrees. Okay now, hope it is very clear, you understand well. Now next question. Yeah, let's see what he is saying in this question is, a particle starts from origin, moves towards north by 50 meter. Okay, a particle is moving towards north by 50 meter. Okay, and then moves towards east, right, towards east. Let me take east, west, north, south. Okay, east, west, north, south. Now a particle is moving towards 50 meters. Okay, moves towards north by 50 meters. Okay, towards north 50 meters, and then moves towards east 40 meters, and finally moves towards south by 20 meters. Okay, now find the distance and displacement. Oh, 50 meters and 40 meters, and it is 20 meters. So distance is nothing but 50 plus 40 plus 20, right now. So here distance is nothing but 90 plus 110. Okay now, he find the distance and displacement, right, he asked. So what is distance? It is started from here and to here and to here and here. So total distance is 9, right? This is the distance. Okay na, 90 plus 20, 110 meters is the distance. And next here he is asking displacement. Displacement is nothing but you have to draw a straight line from initial position to final position. Okay na, so if you take here to here, it is 40, right? From 50 if you remove 20, then this is nothing but 30. Okay na, 40 and 30. What about this? If it is 40 and it is 30, then here this will be 50. Okay, if it is 30, it is 40, then it will be 50. And here this angle is 40 na, 53 degrees. Okay na, this angle is 53 degrees, and means northeast 50. I mean, if it is 53, this is the resultant, right? How much it is? 50 meters. Displacement is obviously no need to calculate also. Displacement is nothing but 50 meters, and it is making 53 degrees with the north, and with the east it will make 37 degree. Okay na, clear? Because 53 plus 37 is 90 na, so it's 30 north of east, 37 degrees north of east. Okay, clear? Hope you got answer, right now. And next, coming to next one is, yeah, next question.